Alright, quick question. When was the last time you got excited about a modem? Exactly, but here's the thing. Apple has quietly been turning some of the most boring parts inside the iPhone into some of the most important. And if the latest reports are true, the iPhone 18 Pro might be where that really pays off. We've all gotten used to hearing about Apple Silicon in terms of the big headline stuff. The A-series processors inside the iPhone, the M-series inside the Mac and iPad. That's the flashy part. That's what gets the stage time. But over the last year, Apple's Silicon team has been expanding into something way less glamorous: modems and wireless chips. And surprisingly, that's where things have gotten interesting. When Apple launched its first in-house 5G modem, the C1, it didn't just replace a part, it actually improved battery life, it handled crowded network areas better, and it gave Apple tighter control over how the iPhone behaves when you're pushing it hard. That's not something people expected from a modem. Then came the C1X. Same idea, just faster, up to twice the speed of the original version. And again, not just about raw numbers, it was about efficiency and control. At the same time, Apple introduced its own wireless chip, the N1. On paper, Wi-Fi 7, Bluetooth 6, Thread. Standard stuff. But the real story was what it enabled. Better AirDrop stability, more reliable personal hotspot, smarter power management. These are the kinds of improvements you don't notice in a spec sheet, but you definitely notice when they're missing. Now here's where it gets interesting. According to analyst Jeff Pu, the iPhone 18 Pro isn't just getting an upgrade to one of these chips. It's getting both: a brand new C2 modem and a next-gen N2 wireless chip. The C2 is expected to finally bring mmWave 5G support into Apple's in-house lineup, which means faster peak speeds in supported regions. But honestly, speed is only part of the story. If Apple follows its pattern, we're probably looking at better efficiency, smarter network switching, and tighter integration with iOS. And then there's the N2. We don't have specific details yet, but if N1 was about improving reliability and battery life in subtle ways, N2 could take that even further. Stronger Wi-Fi performance in crowded spaces, more stable connections across Apple devices, maybe even deeper ecosystem tricks that only work because Apple controls the whole stack. And that's the real shift happening here. For years, Apple relied heavily on third-party connectivity hardware. Now, they're building the modem. They're building the wireless chip. They're building the processor, all tuned to work together. When one company controls the entire chain, from silicon to software, that's when you start seeing features nobody else can easily replicate. It's not flashy, it's not something you can photograph, but it's the kind of foundation that makes everything else better. Battery life, stability, privacy, performance in the real world. And if Apple keeps improving at this pace, the iPhone 18 Pro might feel faster and more reliable in ways that are hard to quantify, but impossible to ignore. So here's what I want to know. If Apple is doubling down on its own connectivity tech, what would you want to see? Insane 5G speeds? Better battery life? More seamless ecosystem magic? Let me know what you think. And if this is the direction Apple's heading, the next couple of iPhone generations might get a lot more interesting than people expect.